I don't even remember how we start these things. I usually do some character work. I haven't come up with anything lately that I'm all that proud of. Maybe a few things down the road, but we have both been busy.
I will say this is the first time this has truly represented our height difference.
Kind of.
I mean, I feel like I'm shorter.
Well, you are.
I am,
you do
but
appear shorter here. Yeah, we are on the same.
Yeah, the same
level here.
Same material.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You felt her material. Anyways, we've seriously both been crazy busy. 2021 has been no reprieve whatsoever.
Yeah.
In many ways, for both of us, it's kind of been worse. But nonetheless, we persevere.
We do.
And so we are excited to be back showing records. I've done a lot of shopping lately. I've kind of moved a little bit from the collecting for myself to entrepreneurial, slightly, but still finding good stuff. Still getting out there and hoping, at least when you hit a record store, that there's one or two things you want to take home that you've never gotten a chance to listen to before. So I'm going to start some things out. I went to New York City in late July, early August. Got to do some great shopping there. It was kind of this nice little period before things started to escalate again in terms of concerns with COVID. But nonetheless, had a fantastic trip. So shout out to everybody at Academy Records and CDs and the Annex. And big shout out, as always, to Travis at Human Head, the absolute greatest store in Brooklyn. I have so much fun there. I feel like I could go every day and find new cool stuff.
That's cool.
But
that's a good store.
Oh man, it's one of the best. So I'll start out with, I'm certainly not a heavy hitter, but as you attempt to fill out your Kinks collection, needed some Kink controversy here. I don't know if this is unique to this record, but it's very interesting to me. There's a lot of just blank space on the back here. This is a mono first press, cool. Tricolor. Fairly clean, a little bit of spottiness on there, but nothing that I don't have a system so fantastic that it picks that up. But this is one of those ones that was a ringware special and was just really able to clean it up.
That's really nice. Yeah,
I think I got this. I want to say this was at A1, which is kind of down where the East Village meets Alphabet City, right by Prospect Park. I think it's Prospect Park. Anyway, it used to be called Needle Park. There was a movie about it. Kids see it. Al Pacino heroin, good stuff. All right, so that's I'm excited to have this one. Obviously, this isn't one of those ones that's hailed as like Kinks masterpieces, and we know that there are those that have that status, and you and I personally think they're still underrated.
Yeah, totally.
But this one does have Milk Cow Blues, Till the End of the Day, which is a great track. I also like It's Too Late, You Can't Win. So, this is a great reprise, original mono. Happy to have it.
Yeah, that's super cool, man. Super cool. We trading off?
Oh, are we? Yeah. Sure. No, that's great. Whatever works for you, brother.
Here. I just showed this in my A to Z video, but I will show it because it is a new arrival. Euphoria, a gift from Euphoria. I paid up for it. I paid like $90 for it on eBay, but the median price is $215 on Discogs. And I'll go ahead. I didn't open it up in that other video because this is kind of a long video. But there's that gatefold. Nice. I mean, not VG condition. There's no splits, but there's some wear along the edges and the spine there, and it is on the green Capitol label there, as is the Food Forever is a Dream, and another rare Capitol record that's worth like $7, but is as obscure as those two, a country record called Rig. It's actually a pretty enjoyable record, but for whatever reason that one doesn't go for big bucks like those two.
Yeah. No, that's a major jealousy generator there.
Yeah, I'm very happy to get that one in.
I think we've talked about it before, but there's a very interesting note about this record. If you're also into reading the Mojo collection.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and tell this one, because it's your record. I don't want to
I don't know if it's what you're thinking, but in my Mojo book, it appears twice. There's one entry that clearly was like the first entry for Euphoria, where it talks about like not much is known about these guys, and then the second entry is the updated one where it's like these guys didn't even know the record was reissued, and one guy's like a city accountant, and one guy's a teacher or whatever they are. Yeah. But it gives like kind of the update on their life.
Yeah.
But it's weird that it appears two times in the Mojo book.
Yeah. So you and I had talked about it before because I have no idea if my Mojo book is a first print or anything like that, but I have an earlier edition than you have.
Yeah.
And so we were talking about this record. It came up at some point, and we were like, "Oh, I didn't," and I had no idea about the subsequent information. So
yeah, it's weird.
Really, really cool stuff there. Yeah. All right, so this is a kind of a heavy hitter that I've wanted for a while here. Man. This one I did get at Human Head, and I am just pleased to have it.
This is a good record.
Frantic, really clean too. It's not like you see a ton of these, but they are hard to find in decent condition. I've had it in my want list forever on Discogs, and I was able to. Oh my gosh,
that yellow and pink together. That pops.
There's something about that is just hot. There's just hot. So I was able to get this. I had a bunch of other stuff at Human Head. I think I got Jana Lorraine, Gypsy People.
Very nice.
Songs STP sticker.
Right.
But yeah, this is definitely more hard rock than Psych, but crunchy, fun. I think it's a 69 record, right at the end. The Lizard label, you can see it there, and then I'll show it here, is... I don't know all that much about it at all, but I'm, of course, looking at it right side up here, so I'm sure it's upside down there. Well, it looks like a cat thing. It's not a lizard at all. I don't know what the deal is with that, but this is a cool early hard rock / Psych influences 69 record.
They may have been from Detroit. Anytime there's like a hard rock sound, like they're from Detroit. I don't know that to be true. I think it's true, but I don't know. My next one, it's actually 2 records because there's a cool story behind this. The group Tempest, they're from the UK. I had stumbled upon this EP online, like YouTube or Spotify or something, and was like, this is great, it's 4 songs. I was like, I hope these guys put out a full-length album because I would love to get that. And perusing Discogs one day, they showed that this was actually pressed on vinyl, but it was like nowhere. There was no website you could order from, nothing. So on Instagram one day, I followed them, and I just happened to comment. I was like, the Adult Wonderland EP. Ooh. I was like, the Adult Wonderland EP, is that available to purchase anywhere? Like, I would love to have one. And they were like, send us your address, we'll just hook you up. They sent it to me completely free of charge. Super awesome, plus a 7-inch that I forgot to pull out. And then they did release a full-length album last year that I bought. And they were kind enough to sign it for me, which was unexpected. I didn't ask them to. They just did it. And I think it is on colored vinyl. It's on red vinyl. It's really good neo-psych. The first one's the EP is a little floatier than this one is. This one's a little bit more kind of straightforward kind of psych. But it's whimsical, it's fun, it's got that British influence on it. And I really think these guys should be a bigger deal than they are. They don't get a lot of attention or love like some of the other newer groups do, and I think it's because they're kind of just self-produced and self-released. But if you get a chance, check these guys out. Tempest, it's Tempest, and the album is Must Be a Dream. It's really good stuff.
Nice. Yeah, you were kind enough to shovel a copy of that my way too.
Yeah, they sent me 2 copies, a signed one and an unsigned, so I shared the unsigned.
I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, so this one, I'm thinking this might have also been A1
nice.
Or the Downtown Academy Records, but it's possible I've seen a copy of this on a Holy Moly wall or something before.
Yeah.
This is not a record that sold well in the Midwestern United States. You're not liable to just go into any small town record. This is not a dollar bin find for anybody that I know of. Anyway, but Brian Eno, Here Come the Warm Jets, man. I mean,
super cool.
I've had this on CD for a couple of years, and it's an occasional listen. Yeah. But I really enjoyed the process of actively listening to it on vinyl quite a bit. I'm not an Eno nut by any stretch of the imagination. I like some Roxy Music stuff.
Yeah.
And, other Eno stuff that I've heard is fine. I'm not going to sit down and listen to all of the ambient music from airports, the 16 hours of it or whatever. Or maybe I will someday. I don't know. But I was really pleased to get this. Like I said, it's just one you don't see in our neck of the woods.
Never.
Often at all.
I really honestly don't think I can recall ever seeing a copy in person. So there you go. Next up, I'm showing a lot of new stuff because that's mainly what I ordered last year. I pre-ordered a bunch of new stuff that I came across on Spotify that I liked, and I just haven't done much shopping this year, especially lately, obviously. But this is Katie Pruitt, Expectations. This falls squarely in my kind of country-tinged female singer-songwriter kind of stuff, but she has a full backing band with her, so it kind of rocks a little bit. I really like the song Expectations. Like, this is a record that speaks totally to 20-year-old me. And I just really like it a lot. Expectations, Out of the Blue is a really sad breakup song. And then the second side, Georgia's a really good one, and Grace Has a Gun. But again, it's kind of like, imagine Casey Musgraves, but if it rocked a little harder. That's kind of what it sounds like, and I really like this. This is a sealed copy. It's on blue vinyl. I do have a regular black copy as well, but I'm keeping this one sealed because the value's going up, and I'm, you know, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So.
Hey, that's just the world telling you got good taste.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, next one I'm showing, I did pick up at Dumb Records in Springfield. Shout out to Brian there. Great guys.
Yeah.
This is not in good shape.
Man.
It's not in good shape.
It was generator, though.
Yeah, dude. But for $4, I just wasn't going to pass it up.
No.
This is...
another one I've never seen in person.
Yeah, I'd never seen this in person either.
Yep.
This is Dennis Wilson's Pacific Ocean Blue. Mm-hmm. It's very much a, depressing solo... but some sweet elements on it as well. It's kind of got the... this guy looks like he's more in shape than I am, but he's letting it go a little bit here. Dennis Wilson, obviously the youngest of the Wilson brothers, drummer for the Beach Boys, drowned shortly after the release of this record. As I said,
sad story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just talking with somebody today about Dennis Wilson and Charles Manson. So
Oh yeah. Well, this record looks like the Manson family got at it. It is. Oh come on!
It's not. It's
been 50 years, folks. It's been 50 years. But I'm pleased to have it. It's just one of those things where I've known about it for a long time. Always, hoped to come across a copy. Was very surprised to find it in Springfield. Unfortunately, it's not in great shape, and somebody written their name on the cover. But for a filler copy, happy to have it.
$4, yeah. That's
Oh, yeah. There wasn't any way I was leaving without it.
No, I wouldn't have either. That's awesome, man. All right, another still sealed because I have two copies. One on I think blue vinyl, and this one's red vinyl. This was available to Spotify fans first. And I listened to her so much on Spotify that I got the email about it. This is Faye Webster, I Know I'm Funny, haha. Her first record, Atlanta Millionaires Club, I love that record, and this one is up there as well. A little bit country tinged, like there's a lot of pedal steel guitar on it, but it has like a super R&B vibe through the whole thing. So it's this weird like poppy country, like sensual, like and super relaxing kind of stuff. But I saw her in concert last year, or well, I guess the year before COVID, whatever year that was, I don't even remember now, at the Duck Room in St. Louis, and won tickets. Nobody would go with me because they didn't know who she was, so I went by myself. But it was a great concert. In a Good Way is a really good track. Everything on here, honestly, Better Distractions, the opening track. The title track is fantastic. If you don't know Faye Webster, it's another one like her first album, Atlanta Millionaires Club. Came out on like an indie exclusive gold vinyl that was kind of a limited print. It's going up in value now too, so she's getting a little more known. Obama on his end of the year playlist, kind of like his favorite songs of the year, had a Faye Webster song on there.
Oh wow!
So everybody's kind of like Malia makes the list.
Oh
you know. So, but either way, she was well known enough to be on the list, which was pretty cool. Kind of boosted her.
No shout out to Sasha, huh?
I know, right? No, really, everybody says Malia. I don't know. Yeah. But there you go. It's a really good record.
Yeah. Been doing obviously the discogsing and the eBaying a lot lately. I have.
Man,
this is
crushing it, man.
Well, here's the thing. I've also been listening. You mentioned Spotify. I tend to be, when I listen to Spotify, much more of a podcast guy than music.
Sure.
It's just it's what works for my schedule and my lifestyle. Huge shout out to No Dogs in Space. Marcus Parks, Carolina Hidalgo are the hosts there. It's on the LPN, Last Podcast Network. They did a fantastic first season, in-depth exploration of a bunch of punk bands. I think they did 10 bands, and then they did the Beastie Boys, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But one of the first bands that they went into that I truthfully did not know that much about, despite the fact that this record is like on the Rolling Stone 500 Greatest, The Damned. It's just one of those things where British punk, first wave punk, is, we know about the Clash, we know about the Sex Pistols, and there are a few other bands that have kind of gotten canonized by U.S. audiences, and I feel like this one has kind of they for many reasons slipped through the cracks.
Yeah.
You should listen to the show though, No Dogs in Space, to kind of there's some insights into why the Damned never really took off internationally, but they were the first British punk group to release a single, and I think this came out even before Nevermind the Bollocks, and it's a really good record.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I'm super stoked to have it. It's obviously at one point was imported to France based on the sticker there. It says LP.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's on Stiff Records. It is. It's got a lot of cool stuff on it, man. Neat.
Yeah, that is really cool. Let's see. How many do you have left there? You got a couple?
I've got one LP and some EPs.
Okay, I've got. We'll show this one off. I went to Savannah on vacation at the beginning of August, before everything went downhill for me, and I went to Graveface Records, who puts out this. What is this label called? Terror Vision. They self-release their own kind of stuff. They reissue a lot of horror soundtracks and things like that. And they have this. Yep, you found your pencil. That's my daughter Morgan. Everybody. They put out this Unsolved Mysteries thing a couple years ago, and it is just a giant. There's the track listing on the back. It's huge.
That is a thick spine.
Yes, it is. I believe 4 LPs.
Girthy, one might say.
2, 4, 6, 3 LPs. I'm sorry, but it's just music from the show, and it's titled General Wayne Intro. That is not Mommy in there. No, she thinks this is Mommy, apparently. It's just a picture of a ghost, sweetie. Why don't you go back downstairs with Mom and Melissa? No? Okay, cool. She might be hanging out. But it is literally, it's just music from the show, the sound effects and the music. And then the last side of the last LP has the full theme song and the credits and that kind of stuff. And for a while, this thing was out of print and was $150, $200. I paid $40 for this, thinking it was an original print, but they have reissued it in the last year. So, I paid what they sell for, and you can still get them on their website, I believe. But it was still kind of cool to find, Savannah, where it's Haunted Savannah, and here's the Unsolved Mysteries thing. And it is a fun listen. I don't know if ultimately I'll hold on to it, but to play in an afternoon, just to put a disc on and get a little creeped out by yourself in your record room, it's fun.
Well, after you've had your sensual time.
That's right. Yeah, it's my come down,
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Okay, this one here. Oh, darn it! I just kicked the thing.
Gotcha.
Let's just edit. All right. This is one that I've seen actually come up a couple of times when you just put psych or acid rock vinyl into eBay.
Yeah.
So this is Killer Boogie, and the album is Acid Cream.
Very
cool. 2018. They're an Italian new wave psych group.
Very cool.
Yeah, definitely hard and heavy on the instrumentation. The songwriting, not fantastic, but it's kind of, here's the thing. If you, they're if you want to make a comparison and say, this band is to Cream what Greta Van Fleet is to Led Zeppelin.
Okay, sure, sure.
But intentionally crunchy, intentionally sort of a pastiche there.
That's cool.
But this one...
The cover's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's great. And comes on this really cool label, Heavy Psych Sounds, which has a skull.
Yeah.
And then this very sweet turquoise vinyl.
Nice, I like that. That's cool.
I do too. So anyway, I basically was like, I definitely paid $20 for that record. I just don't want to pay the import price.
Totally. Yep.
Saw it in a record store in Chicago, snapped it up.
Very nice.
So I paid what it's worth. Didn't have to import it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That is really cool. Let me see here. I've got. I'll show this next. I got this at Christmas time. It was a Christmas present to myself. It was available for pre-order. The first 500 pre-orders were on limited colored vinyl, and I did get those, and it came with a signed print.
Oh my gosh.
So I will show show these off here. It's Nickel Creek, their first 3 records, which I am a sucker for. Love these records. And here's the signed print, which for some reason Chris Thiele did not sign in the gold ink like the Watkins siblings there did, but it is cool to have nonetheless, and I was very happy to be a part of those first 500. I think they're still sealed because
you love them that much, huh?
Well, shortly after I got them in, and then we moved like a week later, so they were in storage until
the infinite move.
Yeah, the infinite move. So they were in storage until about 2 months ago, and well, we know what's happened since then. But the first album, I love it so much. It's got The Lighthouse Tale on it, House of Tom Bombadil, The Fox, and produced by Alison Krauss. But I think this might be my favorite. Why Should the Fire Die? When in Rome is on here. Scotch and Chocolate. Doubting Thomas, which is my favorite song of theirs, and Why Should the Fire Die? And then on here, Smoothie Song is like the instrumental that gets played a lot for some reason, and I'm not a huge fan of it. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this album. And I say that like I will listen to it gladly, and I don't really skip any songs on it, but it's the one I go to the least. But yeah, it was like $100 for the 3 records, and it was like, that's $30 a record. I'll pay that for a limited run and a signed print.
Sure.
So, and that was kind of my Christmas present to me, and it, nice. Very happy with those. So.
Okay, so not too far off the beaten path for me of the searches.
Yeah.
You're always looking for UK press Beatles stuff, especially earlies and originals. Well, I came across something as I was searching for that on eBay. A lot of Beatles singles,
nice.
or at least that's what it was listed as, but actually a number of them were EPs.
That's
and
cool.
So in lieu of searching for, or maybe I should say, in putting off attempting to get an original first UK pressing of all the Beatles LPs, because, not exactly money I've got laying around, I was like, okay, this is cool. The EPs are obviously, in some cases, a little bit, well, in all cases, they're a little bit more affordable. They're a smaller record.
Sure.
And obviously they were rarer than the LPs. Now, again, the difference between the singles market in the US and the UK is notable. EPs at one point had their own chart in the UK,
wow, cool.
But it was only briefly. But anyway, I bought a lot of a number of Beatles 7-inches, one of which was an original press of Beatles for Sale,
That's cool,
the EP.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, I really, I better seek these out. I just kind of want to see what they're worth and everything. Again, had been geared towards 7 inches for a while. And while there are definitely some identifying elements that are like, oh, I can tell that's a first press, I've kind of I dove deep into the looking at it. So anyway, I've got a first press of the Beatles Twist and Shout EP.
Nice.
This one
That's
is
cool.
super clean.
Yeah.
I've got a first press of Hard Day's Night extracts from the film.
Nice.
I have a few reissues. And again, I bought this
Hey, you got the
lot
box
before I
set,
knew
too.
anything.
Yeah.
Well, right, and I hope I do kind of hope they have done an EP box set before.
Yeah.
And it was in the 70s. So right now, I think I'm somewhere around 12, 13, somewhere in there, number of EPs they released, very similar to the number of LPs they released. Well, I have a few originals. I've got a few reissues, and there are some that are just totally evading me. I'm going to try to turn those reissues into originals,
Sure.
hopefully, but I've been trying to get good deals on them. And of course, when you're importing from the UK, you're taking a big hit there on the shipping. So I'm trying to find a US based. Anyway, just yet another checklist to get after in my life. But those 3 are originals. Really happy to have those. They're all in good shape. I also picked up in an estate sale in Decatur a first U.S. press of I Want to Hold Your Hand, backed with I Saw Her Standing There.
That's cool.
These are not as rare as they were thought to be, but this one is in almost completely immaculate condition.
Yeah, that's super
It's
nice.
got its original
There's
price tag on
nice.
it, and also some staple holes, which is the only real damage to it. So you can tell it was special ordered by somebody, probably right as they rolled off the line at the Capitol pressing plant.
Yeah, that's cool.
So obviously in Decatur, Illinois, that's not that
Not too far from-
uncommon.
from
Well, but it's
Jacksonville.
not uncommon for them to come directly from the plant because Jacksonville is about an hour and a half away. So anyway, so that is one thing about Decatur record stores. Occasionally you'll see some things that clearly were special orders.
Yeah.
So you're like, ooh, that probably was a first off the line, sort of that thing. So anyway, yes, that is an original. It's immaculate.
Mommy needs you.
Okay, we're going. Okay. God bless it.
I'm a baby.
Be right back.
It's okay.
Yeah. So anyway, wives, am I right?
Right.
They'll never watch this. I'm not worried about
Yeah.
them seeing this. I take it back. I'm not going to put that in.
Yeah. I'll segue. I'm going to put down Beetles for a second, but we will get back there soon. Oh, yeah.
Well
like I
played.
said, been
Ooh.
pulling a lot of 7-inches lately. I may have even already showed
Ooh.
these.
I
But
don't think you have.
this is a Zombies 7-inch that
Very
has
cool.
She's Coming Home on one side. And, oh my gosh, I don't even remember what the B-side is on this.
Where'd you get this? Was this an online or is this an
This
in-person?
one was, this was an estate sale.
Very nice.
Yeah, She's Coming Home, and I Must Move, which is not an album cut.
No.
So, yeah, kind of cool. Little beat up picture sleeve there, but
Yeah,
again,
but
not
man,
something I was going to pass on.
No.
It's not as though you're seeing Zombies picture sleeves every day, again, in the Midwest. I had
Man, that's
ordered
cool.
this, though, which is a first Japanese press of Time of the Season.
That's awesome.
And it is super. So anyway, move this in various ways so it's editable. No, that's okay. So yeah, first press of Time of the Season
that is
Japanese
really cool, man.
edition. Yeah, I got this for like $15 on eBay.
Oh man, that's solid.
Yeah.
Local shipping or was it overseas?
It was, I do believe it was from Japan, but
That's-
the guy was just like, yeah, shipping will be cheap. I was like, okay.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
I am going to pull it out here just because I do think that it has. Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
It's got a CBS label on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that green date label
Yeah.
in the U.S. copies.
That's cool with the orange and the orange.
Yeah,
Japanese
yeah,
writing on
yeah.
there.
It's
I like
it's
that.
pretty sweet.
That is cool.
Pretty sweet.
And they just did the zoomed in,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
cropped photo.
Yeah,
there.
it's
That's
very
cool,
sure. Well,
man.
it's interesting because, of course, that's the second U.S. pressing of the
Yeah.
LP did the same thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, weird there. I may have showed this already, but
I don't
got
think you
another
have. That's
copy.
cool,
This
man.
this is a French copy of
That's cool.
Shocking Blue, Venus.
Yeah, it's good stuff. That's a cool
I know.
7-inch cover. too.
Yeah, isn't
Picture
it?
sleeve.
Isn't it?
Oh man, you're crushing it with the 7-inch.
This was like
sleeves here.
I think I got this for $2 in an estate sale.
Nice.
The record is, I don't think it's in very good shape, but
Man, for the sleeve alone.
Oh yeah, exactly, yeah. Actually, no,
Oh,
it is in
cool.
pretty good shape. Yeah,
That's
Fontana.
nice. Yeah.
It's a German press.
That's cool.
Got a bunch of German records. Not very many rock ones. All right. So as I said, we would get back to the Beatles. French press
Nice.
of Get Back. Yeah, I'm loving the foreign pressings here.
Yeah.
Obviously, UK is original, but I'm loving the Continental Europe ones, the alternative art. Man, other than a few things, the original Beatles singles in the UK and the EPs all had picture covers and things like that, but a lot of the singles just very plain Jane Parlophone sleeves. They did have the Fran the Fan Parlophone thing for a while there, but yeah, they're not that exciting, but yeah, the Continental ones are really, really, I mean,
that is cool.
that's some hippy dippy stuff right
That
there.
is, and I love the
Yeah.
stuff they're wearing in the.
Oh yeah,
like
well
John's got
that's
the coat. and-
yeah, that's
Yeah.
I think that's from the Sgt. Pepper release party at
nice.
at Brian's house.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Man. That's cool.
Yeah, I think that photo is that.
This is sweet.
Yeah, this is yet another French press here. Something backed with, come together in something. You decide which one is the A side. I don't know if one was officially declared the A side in France. But yeah, I
That is
love
cool. Love the green.
Love the green on that. There's just, that just pops, man.
does.
Yeah, that was a definite want for me. And then this one right here is unflipping believable to me. This was an eBay find. This is a Mexican Revolver EP.
Oh, super cool, man.
I do believe it's only been issued once or twice in Mexico, and I got it. I mean, obviously in the photo, I was like, "Oh man, that's still in the shrink. That's really really cool." I got it. I didn't realize it was sealed.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
But the thing is, there's no way on the outside to tell if it's like a late 70s repress,
Sure.
or an original 66 or 67. And so I was like, you know what? I think I got to open this thing.
Yeah.
And it
That's
is
cool,
on
man.
an original
Nice.
rainbow label there.
That's cool.
So still
what's
in
on
the
there?
shrink.
What songs are on there?
So it is Got to Get You Into My Life, Here, There, and Everywhere. I think that's side B. And side A is Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, so average, I think with shipping, this came to like 26 or 27 bucks.
Nice.
Could not believe
Yeah.
that. Like really, 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 really beat up ones go for like 40 bucks online.
Wow.
So
Nice.
yeah, I was super, super pleased with that there.
That is cool, man.
Yeah, so
Very cool stuff.
loving those Beetles 7-inches as of
Yeah.
late. They're kind of creeping up in my like stuff I seek out
Heck
actively.
yeah. That is awesome, man. Well
Yeah.
done on those. That's a nice stack of 7 inches.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It's been
Cool.
a fun year of collecting. Kind of branched out into some different stuff, but
Yeah.
I think there is a point where you get with your collection, you're like, well, I've got most of the LPs that I want. I cannot become a guy who sits like on the cement floor of a record store, like with the like falling apart box of loose 45s, like going through every single, like I can't do that. And so, yeah, so online obviously been beneficial there, but still trying to wheel and deal a little bit, still trying to make a little money. And obviously, you know, keep the good stuff. That's
Totally.
what we're in this for, man.
And I gotta be honest, you're inspiring me to go after some of the picture sleeve stuff, because it's like with our collections, it's like I can't pay $200 for an album.
Right.
Like if I find it cheap enough, I'll buy it, but it's not gonna happen that often. But I can pay 10 and 15 and 20 whatever for some 7-inch picture sleeve things.
Now the thing is, yeah, if you can get them stateside,
Yeah.
this is,
Yeah.
I mean, it really is the shipping that'll get you. I mean,
Yeah.
when you hear like, you see fairly regularly on eBay original UK EPs and you know, 25, 30
Sure.
bucks. But it's the additional 20, 25 bucks to
Yeah.
get them here that you're like, well, that makes it not worth it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a struggle, but collecting is one of those things. And yeah, I'm at the point now. I was so laser focused on the Richard Morton Jack. I've got. I mean, I want everything from that. I have a copy. Ooh, are we okay? Okay,
Cool.
I have a copy, an original copy of just about everything that's like affordable, which is like
Sure,
80% of it. When I say affordable too, I got deals on some of that stuff
Yeah.
too. There's definitely some stuff I lucked out on, but I'm now at the point where the stuff that I don't have is the like, you're starting at the 450
Right,
and
exactly,
you're like,
yeah.
oh yeah, Sam Gopal. Let me just like having that record is worth a mortgage payment.
Yep.
I don't even have a mortgage. Rent more than a mortgage payment. Dear God. So yeah, got to branch out a little bit.
For sure, absolutely. That's cool, man.
Yeah,
That's really
yeah.
cool.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in,
Yeah.
man.
This was so good to be back together too, man. It's been a long time.
We've got a lot to post. Hopefully, coming.
Yeah.
You know, at some point or another. Even though we have not been that active as far as posting videos, we have really enjoyed watching videos as of late, man.
Yeah.
So great to see people in the VC, you know, the scores that they get, meeting new folks, all that sort of thing. So in a really, really rough 2-year period now, you know, the vinyl community has been just godsend. So
Yeah,
thank
totally.
you guys. So glad to be a part of this and just keep showing those records. Till next time, avoid scratches, stay in the groove.
We made it.